Hello, everybody. Laura back again. Okay, that just came out kind of weird, but that's all right. I'm here. It's connecting with Crochet Sunday night. And if you don't know anything about me or my channel, I'm Laura. This is Laura's Yarn Talk. At the moment, I only do a live on Sunday night at 7 Central Standard Time. Uh, Although I will not be doing a live on June 7th, 2026, as I will be away from home. So that sounds like we're done getting things figured out at the beginning. Okay, so I spent some time in my storage unit yesterday, and I found in the first 45 minutes, thought it was going to take me longer. I really did. Although if I had actually been sorting through things as I found them, it probably would have taken me longer. But I knew exactly what I was looking for. Hi, Nifty and Sue and Lynette. Thanks for being here. If I had actually spent time sorting through stuff while I was there, it would have taken me longer, but I knew what I wanted and I found them. So you can't see the light. You can see the blue though. So that whole area's got a blue tinge to it. So I'm going to try and turn this slowly. There. The lamp with the blue on it is my old baby lamp. I can still plug it in. It still works, but I'm going to unplug it every time I turn it off. I just don't want that old plug. And it was from the 60s, at least. I just don't want that old plug to start a fire. That old, yeah, I'm saying the right word. I know I am. But I found the rest of my homespun yarn and fireside. Hi, Suzanne. Thank you for being here. Um, so here is the rest of my homespun yarn that I was going to use for the blanket that I started before it got too warm. Well, now we've got the AC running. So now rewire it. I know I thought about that. But at this point, I'm just going to go with what, whoops, I just dropped some yarn. I'm just going to go with it and just remember to unplug it every time because like all day today, I didn't even bother to turn it on. But I was like, well, the sun's fading outside, so I'll plug it in. Uh, and I purposely wanted the blue lights. I wanted something besides the purple in the bedroom, but I ended up using my other purple LED light bulb in there because the I can't think of the right word. The shade, there we go, has this clamp and it clamps onto the light bulb in order for it to be there. But yeah, if I ever have the money, I might see about finding somebody who can rewire it for me, and I'll just pay for the parts if they'll do the actual work. I don't know. It's just a thought. But yes, I thought about that myself. The blue light district. No, 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 no. Somebody got on my case about the purple light, saying it was the red light district. So yeah, whatever. Hi, Vivi. I also found the pinkish purple colored cotton that I had bought to make a new cotton blanket with for my bed. I don't know that I have enough of that yarn, so I think what I'll do is I'll better than the red light district, blue light. Okay, gotcha. Uh, anyway, I found that I had already bought the lights, the LED lights, and so I put that together really quickly. Uh, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it the way it is. But yes, I do plan to unplug it because even the blue lights have to be unplugged every time I go to bed. because it's plugged in to a USB down in my strip on the floor. So I got to be careful with that too, because I've got a lot of stuff right there, including yarn and paper and that kind of thing. So yeah, I had a good, yes, she's up there. I had a good weekend. Yep, I see her too. I had a good weekend. I'm now getting my groceries delivered. This week I had to have 3 stores deliver. Such a such a pain because I know how much it cost me at one store and how much it cost me in another, but I just even with my new walker, my new upright walker, I just don't want to go exhaust myself when I'm supposed to be getting, you know, my downtime in. Of course, how much downtime do you actually get when you have to wash dishes because you didn't most of the week, and you have to cook food because you don't like to during the week unless absolutely necessary. But hey, I got my oatmeal cooked. I got my Chinese cooked. I got 4 lunches out of it and two bowls for dinner. I have extra rice. I had to wash a bowl for it, so it's drying and the rice is sitting in the pan. I will deal with it after the live. Um, yeah, I mean, it was a good weekend. It was a good week too. This week's going to be a little harder on me, but that's all right. I'll get through. And sorry, I did take my pill an hour ago, so I'm gonna yawn. We all know that that's part of my life. And yeah, so I have a stack of boxes and my dining table. Oh, well, look, I'm sort of in this purple glow now, and it's not from my lamp. Ah, that's hilarious. Food has entered the chat. Yes, it has. I only spent 45 minutes working in the storage unit. Um, oh, I think it's getting lighter and lighter. I might go completely white here. I mean, completely disappear. I think it's just because I aimed it towards that blue light. And maybe if I turn it this way just a little bit. Nope, that didn't help. Well, I don't want to drop out and have to come back in. So, not that I couldn't do it that way, but what's the point, right? So you just have me in a purple haze for most of an hour. Um, Boxes. I have lots of boxes. I need to start sorting through that mess. And I've already started picking out clothes to put in the giveaway bag. Those are in the apartment, of course. And I started to pick things out in the storage unit. It's like, well, I'm going to get rid of that. 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 Uh, yeah, it's been almost 2 years since I got that storage unit. So it's time. It's time to start putting some effort into it. I wish it was easier than 361 way to get there and back because it's not so easy when you're trying to bring stuff home. I brought home the sweater that was my daughter's. Uh, I have always wanted to take it apart and do my own recycling. So this is going to be my probably one and only attempt at recycling yarn. It's a pretty color. I like the color. What can I say? And it's cotton. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, let's just give it a shot. Oh, wow. No wonder I can't figure out where I am or what I'm doing. All twisted around on me. Okay, now that was, what, that was 20, 40. Where's the double? Is that the double? It looks like the double right there. I forgot my, give me a second. Cotton yarn can be pricey too. That's the truth. Ah, deal with that too. Okay, so I am on the row that has to be counted. Counted, counted, counted. And those two will work. Hard to tell what color I was due to the purple. Oh yeah, I'm sure. You're right. It's a pretty pink. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. There is my um, crochet two half double crochets together. So there's that one. And then that should be 20, and that should be 40. And I'm not sure where I'm at, but I think that's 60. And I need to get the directions. Counting stitches is my least favorite part of crochet. Yeah, so much, so much. I really am fading bad now. I can tell. Wow. Well, does this help any? Or does this make it too dark? Yeah, that didn't work. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I know that was loud. 63. Okay. So that's 60. So I need to do 3 more. Okay, that should be 3 more. Okay, so next is, what? I was reading the wrong one. No, this should be the one I'm on right here. So 65. That doesn't make sense. Ah, well, I guess I should have counted how many stitches I had, huh? Well, I can be working on this one. I think counting stitches is never anyone's favorite thing to do, whether it's knitting or crochet. That's true. All right, so I've got too much counting to do on this to to work on it right now. So I'll set that aside and grab. I just got to put this away before I lose it. Don't dare leave any of these light bulb pins out. The cat will shuffle them onto the floor for me. All right, so let's see. Where was I? My crochet hook. There it is. Okay. I was kind of cold the other day because I was having a hard time finding the sweet spot on my thermostat control. So I pulled this thing out and started working on it again. All right, you guys, what do you think? Should I go ahead and shut down and come back in? Because it just seems like it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Yeah, I guess we'll just hang out with it for a little bit longer. What happened? How come it went purple? My my camera has had a problem almost since day one. Yeah, I could. My camera's had a problem almost since day one of going blue, excuse me, or purple, and I just did that stitch wrong. Oh, darn it! Sorry, everybody, that hurt me, let alone you. So I don't know, and I wasn't about to take it back because it only cost me $100. And besides, blue and purple aren't that bad. I can live with it. Of course, I might have to get another computer in the future, but no, it is what it is. Maybe you put your finger over the camera, cover it, and uncover it again. Yeah, it's the computer. It's not the camera because it still had the rings. It's not dirty. YouTube itself keeps erasing messages on my end. Really? It's been possessed by the purple people eater. Chomp chomp, Laura's gone. And I was trying to keep the fan movement from bothering Sue's eyes. And I also didn't want that extra light over there because it was too bright. And I could keep my pretty blue lights on. Whoops. No. I keep trying to do half double crochets. It's just messing with my brain to try and go back. The purple isn't bothering me that much. I like it. It's just hard to see me, and how many people are going to watch all the way through because the thing turned purple, and it's not a filter, folks. It really isn't. It just happens with this computer. But it is what it is, and it's been a good computer, and I'm not in too big a hurry to replace it. Although that is something I definitely need to think about making sure I save up for in the near future. I mean, while I'm saving up money. But it is time to go do what I can with the storage unit. It is time to get rid of stuff that I don't need. It is time to take pictures. Take pictures of my grandmother's handwriting. Take pictures of I can't take pictures of the letters my grandfather sent me. I threw them away a long time ago. And he was already dead when I did it. They used blue lights to represent autism. Yep. I've often wondered if I uh, would fall on the spectrum at all. But it doesn't really matter. I'm almost 61. And I'm thinking about doing something towards the end of June to celebrate with you all. But I've got to see what I can figure out before that. to do giveaways. So I'm not gonna do it quite the way I did last time. And yes, I know I still owe Suzanne some orange yarn. There we go. There we go. And I probably shouldn't have used this one, but that's all right. Sorry, just talking to myself. Um, Come on, get off of there. Did I get? No, I didn't get it. Where is it? There it is. Okay. No, not another one. Grab a hold, went to the wrong spot. There we go. You could just award me the blue yarn prize. I don't have that much blue yarn left. I really don't. Oh, I brought back the yarn for this other blanket that I've been wanting to make for like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how long it's been now. I think I found the pattern when I was still living at the house. Oh, it might have been here. I don't know. But I found the yarn I wanted to use for that blanket, so I'm going to build that now. And it's not like I need all these blankets, but you know, it's like, well, I already had this planned for. I I got the yarn. I found one of my purple handled crochet hooks. So that was fun. I found a I and a J. Obviously, I'm totally kidding. I know that, but I really don't have that much blue left. I still have some more I know I want to get rid of, give away. Might as well go out to the people on YouTube rather than to the local thrift stores because I'm usually the one that picks it up at the local thrift store when I need more acrylic yarn because that's pretty much all I can find at the local thrift stores is the acrylic yarn. So there's no point in giving yarn to the local thrift stores. Might as well just send it around the United States. And I'm sorry to those of you who watch me that are from other countries, but the prices of everything are going up. Everything. And I'm just, I've got to do what I can. Uh, I've got to decrease how much stuff I own. I've got to try and get it all in my apartment, get rid of the storage unit. I don't expect that to happen I don't expect to get rid of the storage unit for at least a year, but at least I'll be trying. I have the goal set and I can try to achieve that goal. Let's come on. because as soon as I started working, I didn't have the time to get that done anymore. But when I wasn't working, I didn't have the money to spend. Ugh, that stitch just went kaplooey on me. It just went kaplooey. I didn't have the time. I don't have the time now. I didn't have the money then. So, and I got to work at least until next June. I'm thinking of uh, I'm thinking about doing Social Security, but we'll see. I've got to talk to somebody in the Social Security Department administration. Need to call and ask some questions. Because you read one thing on the internet and 2 days later it's changed. And then the thing that you read on the internet's there for the next 5 years because nobody bothers to update the internet. Or I should say their web page, right? Couldn't post a comment to let you know that I was moving to the browser because they keep messing with me in the app. I'm sorry. I won a giveaway this morning. Yay. Well, awesome. Congratulations. That's right. Always fun. It is. It's always fun. I need to build a bunch of stitch markers. I don't know how well my hands are going to do it when I can't even hardly run my can opener. Okay, that stitch didn't work either. And I mean my electric can opener as well as my hand can opener. Oh, it's raining, it's pouring. And it's really pouring. At least I didn't hear the tornado alarm go off today. So I had read that we were supposed to have a bunch of tornadoes when we were in the what's this 13579, I think 135, 13579, I think so. Anyway, what did you win, Sue? And the lights just flickered. And they flickered again. Well, this live might be ending on it all by itself. We'll have to see what happens. My computer's plugged in and the battery's full, but I do not know how long the battery will last. The cable internet is up on the roof. I won some mystery balls that are probably from the mini brand. Cool. Oh, there's the blink again. Is the wind blowing? Lots of clouds out there. Well, it's not pounding rain like it was. Lightning. Thought I heard more rain falling. Pounding. More lightning. More flashes in the sky. And there comes the rain hard enough for me to hear it again. Clear and sweltering there, huh? It was our warmest day was Friday, and it was supposed to hit 93. It hit 91, and the wind was not a humid wind from the south. It was a colder, drier wind, but I don't remember if it was from the northwest or the northeast. It was not pure north. It was one of the other two. And the gusts were, excuse me, higher than they said that they would be. In fact, they had said no wind at all. So yeah, Friday was that was our warmest day, and it wasn't sweltering because the wind was blowing too hard. Excuse me. And there wasn't as much humidity coming in. And it's dumping again. Okay, that's just too gigantic. I gotta fix this here. That stitch is like too small. So I don't know what I did wrong because I know I did the double crochet on it, but it doesn't look like I did. All right, I'm gonna pull that one out too. Still in the 80s right now. Yep. Oh, the humidity in the morning is going to be intense. But we're only going to be in the 60s this week, even though we hit 91 on Friday and then had a cooler Saturday, and then today was cooler too. And today was cooler because I had to go out and meet the person. I said I would wait for them inside the security doors, and I get a text message, "I'm here." And I'm like, "Well, I'm waiting inside the security doors for you, and I never said I'd meet you outside." And I said that into my phone, and then I'm like, never mind, I'm just going to go outside. But I wasn't like, I'm not walking all the way out to her just so she can. I'm like, you got this order, you fulfilled this order for your livelihood. You can walk up to me. So she was the third drop off this weekend. So the first two were Friday night because I wanted to get that out of the way so I didn't have to worry about it on Saturday. And so that I could go to the storage unit. I figured I'd hang out there for, 3 or 4 hours and sort through stuff. Well, but then I tripped. Okay. I tripped over my own 2 feet, and one of the one of the rocking rails of the rocking elephant that's in my storage unit. And I felt my left ankle twist. And I managed somehow to get my right foot up over what was in my way and down on the cement before I rolled the rest of the way over my left ankle. So when I did that, of course, I managed to throw my weight to the right. So I leaned into the pile of boxes. But that gave me the opportunity to pick my left foot up, and put it back down correctly instead of rolling over it to the point where I would have been on the ground in agony with a left broken ankle. Thank God I managed to stop it. It was not the day or the time for me to break my left ankle. But that kind of made my legs jelly after that. And I puttered around a little bit. I found a box to sort through, and I was like, well, yeah, this is all from my childhood. This box is going to have to go back to the apartment to be gone through so I can take pictures of everything. I didn't need my phone running out of power because then how would I get a ride? You know, how would I call somebody and get a ride home if something happened to my bus and they never showed up and I couldn't call to find out and blah, blah, blah. And sorry, that's my brain. It overthinks things. It thinks everything through from every angle it can come up with. So anyhow, sorry that happened to you. Still getting error messages. So I'll just listen. YouTube hates me. I'm sorry, Suzanne. But yeah, oh, now it's really dumping and it's so gray and dark out there, but I can see the flashes from the lightning and that's really, I love lightning. I love storms, except when the tornado siren goes off. That's the only thing I hate about storms. And I had that in my life a little bit as a child, but not enough. And then I had it in my life again uh, when my kids were little. Otherwise, I love storms. I love rain and I love the lightning and the thunder. And I used to love to go stand on the front porch at the house and uh, and just stand there and feel the power and intensity of the storm. And I loved going and sitting out when it was just a little drizzle of a rainstorm and just enjoying it, just enjoying that fresh air. And it's just, I've always loved the rainstorm. Suzanne, YT may hate you, but we don't hate you. I'm sorry, Suzanne, but I do appreciate you being here. And even if it's just listening, it is really dumping though. I'm worried about the intensity of the storm because it had said that we were supposed to get tornadoes today. Lots of lightning going on out there too. I guess it must be getting close to the beginning edge here, or the beginning. Yeah, I am actually. I know you can't see it, but it's such a pretty hexagon. There, now you can tell it's a hexagon. You sure can't see the colors though. It's so pretty, and I love this yarn, even though it's acrylic, but it's so soft. It's one of the things that I fell in love with the homespun was how soft it was. Oh, excuse me, sorry. The pop is helping me to not yawn so much though. Although I'm noticing that my nose is kind of stuffed up too. One, two. It's getting bad. It is dumping and it's flashing, and I can hear things upstairs, which there's nobody up there because I'm on the top floor. So I can hear stuff up on the roof, which I actually love because it reminds me of being in the attic in the house that my uh, parents, well, my mom still owns. That is getting spooky. Don't touch anything electric. I have something in my ear. Oh, wow. That's getting rough out there. What am I doing? I don't need that. I'm actually going to go for my phone. Nope, nothing yet. Let's see what I got here from the Weather Channel. Yes, that's a name I should not have probably said out loud. Wow, I think that's hail. Be right back. Oh my lands. It's just blowing the rain across the parking lot. It's not hail that I can see. Wow. It's kind of a funny green glow outside because the sun's already set. Oh, well, mostly anyway. Uh, I don't see any hail. I've enjoyed reading the book Flowers in the Attic. I enjoyed reading the book Flowers in the Attic. I never got too far into that one. Or maybe I read that one and didn't read any of the others. I don't remember anymore. I think that's what it was. I think I read Flowers in the Attic, but I didn't read any of the other ones. I got to a point where, um, end of my junior year, maybe a little bit later than that, I just could not handle uh, horror anymore. I still like a good psychological thriller, but I just couldn't handle horror anymore. I mean, I read Amityville Horror when I was 14 years old, I think. And oh my gosh, there were so many. That sounds like hail. There was just so many horror stories and movies that I saw. Well, it's just. I don't see any hail, but it is just pouring and dumping. But I slept in the attic. It was my bedroom was up in the attic. Seventh grade, summer before. I only got to live in my room for 1 year, and then it became my sister's room. And I got moved to the attic, and my room never got finished. Last I knew, it still wasn't. Trying to decide if those are just droplets of water, big, heavy droplets of water I'm hearing above my head. Well, if I lose my internet, then, you know, this won't continue. But severe weather outbreak, including a threat of tornadoes, hail, and damaging winds, is possible in the plains beginning Sunday, and at least some threat of storms is in play through Saturday in some of those same areas. So we've got a week potential weather that could spawn tornadoes. I mean, it's always there, right? I mean that um, extreme weather is always a possibility, but this is the first time I've ever read about how severe weather could be extended for a whole week. Now, it's not a warning, It's just a, hey, this is a possibility, you know, but still, Saturday overnight. And then, yeah, it doesn't tell me where anymore, though. That was 11 hours ago. Let's see, I want to go back to, how do I go back? I don't remember. Weather forecasts. Here we go. Today. But, okay, tornado warning. I used to share my bedroom with my little sister until I finally got my own teeny room, but it was my own room. Yep, I totally get it. Tornado warning remains in effect until 8:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for Central Woodbury County. That's where I'm at. Confirmed tornado was located near, I'm not going to say any more town names, or 13 miles southwest or southeast, excuse me, of where I'm at, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. Damaging tornado and quarter-size hail. I swear I've heard hail at least twice. Emergency management confirmed the tornado at 7:31. Impact. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. And then it says, it says it was going to be near a town on the other side of me, on the eastern side of me at 7:40. That would have been 7 minutes ago. And then it talks about other places that are in the path of the tornado. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to the basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. See, I told you. I told you tonight was supposed to be tornado night, didn't I? And here I am on the third floor, looking out my window, trying to figure out how bad it is. Heavy rainfall may hide this tornado. No kidding. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. Maximum hail size is an inch. And then the severe thunderstorm warning is until 8:30 tonight. And the tornado watch is until Sunday 10 p.m. because it's this big old line of storms that's going to blow through for several hours, and that could spawn tornadoes. So that's what I have to look forward to tonight. How about you? If I actually hear the alarm, because siren, I mean, because I can't hear it with this thing in. I can't. My head's all stuffed up too, so I can't hear a lot right now. Um, if I actually hear the siren, I'm going to go into the bathroom and shut the door. Knew I should have switched those two. Oh, too late now. So yeah, nice, nice fun stuff going on around here. I knew it looked too green outside. I knew there had to be some kind of a weather condition going on. Never heard the siren though, and that's probably just because I've been here and have this in my ear and I'm talking all the time, you know. So gee, that was a fun night. I know the storm's not over yet, and that it's probably going to come and go for, you know, coming waves and leaving waves all night long, or at least for a few hours anyway. So yeah, that's been my fun night now. How about yours? I think I'm gonna quit now, everybody, because I still have to put that rice away and I still have to make sure that I've got other stuff ready for tomorrow. You have an emergency weather radio? I don't have one anymore. I just have my phone, and I don't recall it sending me any alerts. So, oh, excuse me. The thing is this tornado that was on the ground. It shouldn't have headed towards where it headed to without at least cutting a swath through the southern part of the city. So it's going to be interesting finding out what happened and where it happened. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting week. It most certainly is. But as I was about to say, I'm going to cut it off now. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you watched the replay, have a great week, everybody. I'll be back next week and next Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Daylight savings. I don't know. I can never remember which is when and where. Anyway, hugs. Bye. See you next week. See my hand? If I get over here, maybe you can see my hand.